Hey everybody, special live announcement coming up. It won't be live for you guys on YouTube, but it'll be live for people on Instagram. So make sure to follow my Instagram as much as possible for more updates. Just getting some music going for us here in just a second, and then I'll start my live feed. But it's been a little bit of hectic, a little bit this last week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to post anything, and everything that could go wrong was going wrong. Let's just put it that way. And then I also had a job to do. So let's get some Gundam Mix AMV going. Love this. You can also find this on YouTube too. Hopefully you guys can hear it. You know what? I'm gonna put on some Richie because I really love his one of his songs he has. Where is it? I think this is it. Yeah, here it is. I love Char's speech. I am Lieutenant Quattrobagina of the Anti-Earth Union Group. There's one more thing I must disclose before I say what I came to say. I have another name. I'm also... I am Lieutenant Quattrobagina of the... Let me see if I can get it on my live. Shake out the nerves, shake out the nerves. I am Lieutenant Quattrobagina of the Anti-Earth Union Group. There's one more thing I must disclose before I say what I came to say. I have another name. I'm also the man who was known as Char Aznavour. I have come to you today as someone who carries within him the true aspirations. Hey everybody, good morning. Special announcements and everything like that for today. That's mostly why I'm doing the live this morning. Had a lot of issues last week. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, and so that's why I'm doing this special live right now. You'll also find this video on YouTube a little later. Was a little bit more stuff going on with it. Just to give you guys an update of what's going on and stuff like that. Still working on Garma. Still working on my Sazabi. Still working on the Marine Zaku, the Red Dolphin edition. Just, giving you guys kind of like a heads up of what's going on. Yeah, last week everything was kind of going wrong. I had a job to go to as well. We'll be getting my tattoo tomorrow too. I'll be doing a live casting of that as much as I can. I don't know how much they'll let me show inside the tattoo parlor, but also some of my work's going to be in that shop too. But yeah, so in this kind of video and stuff like that, I just want to kind of recap about what's going on and stuff like that with my shows, channel, everything else that's going on. Um, Sorry I've been out for a week. No videos, no nothing. Nothing's been done. Everything's kind of been left the same. Uh, you know, Freaking like I said, I had that job thing going on. My light bulb went out in the on the my stand here, so I had to get a new light bulb for that. And then I kept on going and getting light bulbs, and they weren't the right kind. So apparently, I need to get an LED light bulb, and that's what this is right here. And then I got my little micro light too. Um, But yeah, let me guys know what you guys are feeling. Everything as far as the my Instagram, YouTube, everything kind of goes. Uh, I'm gonna start spraying today for most of my stuff. Um, since I got you guys on here live right now, I'm gonna start doing Garma, and finishing him out. Maybe finishing out with the green because I know I didn't finish out with the green. But I'm gonna make them. All of them are gonna look as close to the picture because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deconstruct the box. Yeah, I'm gonna deconstruct these boxes and I'm going to put them on into a shadow box, and then with the shadow box, they're gonna be in front. He's got kind of like a bluish. All right, my purple does not look like that, but it looks like that, except for it's flat, not glossy. All right, it's gonna annoy me a little bit. All right, but yeah, we'll get back to micro painting and stuff like that. Also, want to talk about how certain creators and certain people who are on Instagram and other channels and stuff like that are uh, just being naysayers about the hobby. Um, now, uh, for example, a lot of people have a lot of problem with the Project New type people. A lot of people have a problem with Team Awful or whatever. I don't care. I don't care about what kind of problems you might have with people. If you're putting out good material and good content, uh, I appreciate it. I think that you guys are doing a good job. But when it comes to naysayers and people who are um, being like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like they're being being malicious. That's the best way I could put it. Like this hobby is not about, you know, we're not about trying to like, who did it better. We're supposed to be a group of people that are like coming together to help each other. Like, oh, that's a really cool idea. Like, yeah, that's awesome. Like you did that. Or you did this, or like we gotta stop focusing on the negative of what people are like on their posts and stuff. Like I get sick and tired of it. You know, I'll unfollow people, for their negativity and stuff like that. It's sickening because I mean the whole world's full of negative feelings, negative emotions. Just negative all the way around. We don't need that in our group here, in our community. I have a big huge problem with it. Um, but at the same time too, if you're putting out crap things, like I'm not gonna label names and stuff like that or handles of who's who and who's doing what. But one person I know of, and he does he does the all the Gundams and stuff like that, but he doesn't do anything to them. He does the panel lining, he puts the stickers on, he puts it together. That's nice. I'll say, hey, that's nice and everything like that. But for being as much of like having as much followers as you have and stuff like that, and you're not putting out custom stuff like he might oh this color like these things he would he would paint these obviously, but I'm just saying it's like a lot of his stuff is it's not even custom and stuff like that, not at all. Like, and I have a big thing about each one of my pieces is custom made, custom worked, and stuff like that. But that's me, you know, and that's him, and stuff like that. You know, if you want to follow him for him just building a Gundam, then by all means, you know, follow him. But if you want to see sort of a creative side to it, sort of thinking outside the box, like for example, you know, when it comes to my Sazabi, you know, like I made the guns, I'm making all the weapons, you know, I'm making all the guns look like these, you know, making all the weapons look like that, you know, like I'll show you, like kind of happy how these are turning out, you know, you know, mind you, I put my own little spin on it, you know, I gave it the red cords there, you know, instead of the gunmetal that they kind of have there. But yeah, I think it turned out really nice doing it this way. You know, I'm gonna do the saber axe and the lightsaber, and I'll be doing the shield and that kind of motif. You know, like I'm gotta find out what color I'm gonna do there. You know, because that's like a blue going on there. But still, you know, like I'm trying to make like when it comes to the Marine Zaku, you know, it's like I've never seen anyone do the Marine Zaku in the Red Dolphin format, you know, which is another alternate color on it and stuff like that. Sorry, oh, excuse me, coffee, get it. um, but you know, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos and you know watching. You know, I got one subscriber on my YouTube page, you know, so I'll keep on posting down there and stuff like that because it's easier for me to format um, those videos for my webpage. And then, you know, this week, I'm not going to be doing a lot of posts as far as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all those um, venues. I might be doing some. Uh, I'll be doing some pictures, more or less, for Instagram this week. But I'm going to be doing a lot of work on the webpage this week, just because I have all those guys to put on the review. And if for you guys on YouTube who can't see, it's my whole collection beyond the map here. You know, you know, I got to do a 360 shot with them. I got to write a little short page for you guys. You know, I, I enjoy, and the other thing too is I thoroughly enjoy the content and the um, work that I do as far as Gundams go. I'm doing Gunpla. I love it. I just that's me. I love Gundams enough to don't care about my following people who like you know care about the numbers of the thing. Like you know I would love you know like who wouldn't like to love to make money off their hobby and stuff like that. You know I would love to make money off my hobby. But is it going to happen? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to do something really interesting with Garma here with his glass because it's got a. See, they just painted the outside of it. I'm going to try to figure out something with it so that I can like maybe like drill a hole and then put the little green in it. You know, maybe I can do that. Make it look like there's liquid in it. But this is for a suit. I'm using Dark Green 2 XF70. from Tamiya. All my paints are Tamiya, by the way. I used to, when I first did Gundams, my dad gave me Testors paint, enamel, and if you're not using the enamel seems to cake on a little more than the Tamiya enamel does. I mean, not enamel, but acrylic. And I like how it works, you know. But always, all my paints are not airbrush ready. A lot of people will. There's a trick to it too when you get these. If you want to make them airbrush ready, let me get my trusty toothpick here. So when you get these, I don't know if the people on YouTube can see this, but there's a ridge right here. See, I don't know if you guys can see it either, but there's a ridge right there. You can barely see it. There's a ridge. That ridge is where you would fill this up with your thinner. And once you, then it'll be airbrush ready. The whole bottle will be airbrush ready. And that way you can get that paint off the bottom too. A lot of people will get stirrer sticks and stuff like that. Toothpick. Toothpick. These bamboo sticks, you know, $1 for 100 of them. And then I just use the masking tape. That way I can hold it at different angles, hold, you know, the pieces at different angles to work with it and stuff like that. Or you can get those alligator clips, you know, it's whatever. I try to save money as much as possible when it comes to it, and those things, from my research and stuff like that, once those alligator clips break, you know, I don't know the longevity of it, but the other thing too is I make these myself. So I mean, I've had one, you know, I've never needed more than one to work with. Well, mostly because my situation is limited to my desk. I have a desk in the living room of my house, and it is limited to that, you know. So now I did not do thinner in this, obviously, so I have to shake it a lot more. But the other thing too is if you want your paint to last a little longer, as far as when you're brushing and stuff like that. Now this is really cool. This is what John over at the Model Cave told me, and he got me into it. This right here, this paint retarder. Uh, this stuff, you just a couple of drops. It's not like you don't need to use a whole lot. But if you're gonna use this, don't put it right into the bottle. Mostly, it's like 1 or 2 drops per one ratio. Like 2 drops per one. What is it? Let me get one of my. Per 1 milliliter. Per 1 milliliter, 1 drop. 1 or 2 drops. And that'll stop it from when you're brushing it. That it'll start to peel up, and that's where this comes in handy. A lot of people will use, you know, just go for it, stuff like that. I try not to as much as possible because I don't like it coming up. Throws it all off. But what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get this going, and then we're gonna finish up his body for this live, and then maybe cut this out. I maybe want to finish putting the green down on all of it, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see. yeah, I've been trying to find, keep on shaking, trying to find a whole lot of um, stuff for the holidays and stuff like that, like for my kids. Um, I'm gonna pre-order 3 of those Hello Kitty Gundams. Um, it's supposed to be like Hello Kitty and an S, like Hello Kitty snap together, and then SD of RX 78-2, I believe. And yeah, me and my daughter are gonna put one together. I'm gonna put one together for you guys, and then I'm gonna save one, for collection purposes. But oh God, it's morning. Ugh. I've been up for what, 4 hours. Yeah. Now you might notice that I have 2 of these. One is barely used, and the other one is used a lot. So these are like $13 a piece. These brushes. This is the smallest Tamiya brush that I've come across at my hobby shop. Remember, shop local. But yeah, just getting into these crevices here. When you're painting this, it's good to start in the open area, and then what you do is you open area and then push your brush to the edge of where it's going. That way, you can control the brush better trying to instead of trying to uh, paint on that line. You're bringing the paint to that line. I'll show you guys with this side right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get some paint, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start in the biggest spot, boom, right in the middle, and we're going to push our paint to that edge of that detail. And that way we can follow that line once we have established it to the next piece. Sorry, Instagram. So that's how we get that without trying to go over into other areas. But at the same time, too, this chess piece is yellow. We're going to be using a flat yellow for it. Um, but when you do use it, I think I might do the silver yellow combo on it. No, I'm going to use the flat yellow because I want it to match Char's color that I used for him, which is the Tamiya XF3, which is the flat yellow. Now the X is the I don't know what X stands for, but I know the F is, if you see it in any combination, it's the flat paint that they have. So I'm gonna hit it in there, and then see, I didn't have my brush pointed right. So I'm gonna get in that open area with it, and I'm not doing any brush offs, meaning that I'm not wiping the brush off of extra paint that I'm picking up on my brush, because I'm trying to fill up this big area with it. And another thing is to help you out with these micro painting areas is breathing controls, breathing exercises that you should try to do. Um, Basically, you want to breathe in, breathe out, and when you're breathing out, you want to your body's contracting inward. So that's when you want to stroke, is when you're breathing out. You want to do that. Um, it's more of a relax type feel. I believe snipers do the same thing. Don't quote me on that. But I know that like everyone's probably at work or whatever, and you guys got stuff that you're doing right now, so you guys are probably not even on my live. And that's okay. It's like I said, I don't care. I do it because I love the hobby. I do it because I love helping people um, with this. A little bit of news. Um, uh, I will be trying to get an area together to do a build slash um, paint tutorial um, at my hobby shop. I don't know if they'll let me do it at the model cave. I would love for it to be done at the model cave, but on the other hand, those guys have a lot more experience than I do when it comes to painting, so they could probably teach me something, really. But I've been, I've been kind of been tossed around this holiday season, so I don't know how much longer or that I'll be able to do postings for till the end of the year. But I would love to keep on posting. It's just that it's getting busier and busier for me um, as far as stuff continues on. My dad's not in the best of health right now, and you know he's the reason why I even do this stuff in the first place. And I'm doing this at a distance too. I'm not. I gotta make a vision of what I gotta make a go see my eye care provider. Take care of my glasses because I haven't had glasses in over a month since my glasses broke. It's not that I need them; it's just that they help. But yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this at like a distance because I want to make sure YouTube up above and Instagram right here, both you guys can see what I'm doing here. Uh-oh. And you can tell when your paint starts to get a little sticky. And when that happens, what you want to do is what you want to do is You want to just close it back up and shake it. And then you also want to clean off your brush. Okay, so let's clean off my brush. That's not good, my good thinner. Now, when it comes to the thinner, try not to buy these. Buy one, or buy one of these small ones. Buy one of these big ones. Buy one of these. Excuse me. But eventually, just buy this. I've been doing this for 6 months since I bought this, and this is how much I've used. I haven't used a whole lot of this, but I fill these containers up and use my pipelets, and they work. I mean, if you guys want to know a list of my supplies, let me know. I'll tell you exactly what I get, where I get it from. I'll help you out finding out if you need to know a location or where in your area where you can get stuff of this nature. And also just to be mindful, I'm the only one that works on all this stuff. There's no when it comes to my website, comes to my Instagram, comes to my Facebook, comes to soon my Patreon. And the only reason I don't have my Patreon up is because I don't really understand it, and I want to give you guys the best bang for your buck when I do that. But it's just me doing it. I don't have a team of people. I don't have friends that help me out. Although I'm trying to get my friends to help me out. But yeah, I'm just yeah, it's just me doing all this stuff. So I'm trying my damnedest to get you guys content and do a whole bunch of other stuff. Me and my girlfriend, we're we're running around with like a chicken with our heads cut off mostly this month, for Christmas and stuff. But that's pretty much how everything goes, really, right? But yeah, this is just an update live video. Kind of, I don't want to do stuff to the 120 scale kits that I got without doing it live for you guys. Because I really guys want you to guys see these things come together. I really enjoy putting these together live for you guys. The other stuff, the other Gundams, I mean, everyone's pretty much seen them, except for maybe the older stuff or the unique stuff that I get. And I'll be continuing to do that kind of stuff for you guys, is putting those on videos or Instagram as far as videos go and stuff. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Um, you know, as I always say, it's like, uh, as I always say, it's like you guys, do it for fun. Don't try to. I I don't understand a lot of people when they go, oh, I'm making money on doing this. That's not the point of the hobby. The point of the hobby was, you know, that everyone enjoys putting Gundams together. It's Gunpla. It's the fun and doing it and putting it together, seeing unique combinations, kit bashing and stuff like that. I personally haven't done kit bashing since I was a little kid, mostly because of the fact that now I don't have multiples. And I wish I still had my old Gundams and stuff like that. It was a hoot back in the day. But you know, you guys have fun. Keep your brushes down. Keep them clean. That's the only thing I could probably say about that. Yeah, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later tomorrow. around 11 o'clock is when I'll be getting my tattoo. So, big shout out to those guys over there. Helped them out for Friday the 13th. So, all right, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Always keep looking at my Instagram. Uh, I'll be getting back on the Twitter soon. Uh, Facebook, all Gundam Curator. Always check out GundamCurator.com. I'll be trying to update that more as well. And always, hey, have a good one. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Yep, done with that live. Now we're down with you guys. All right, you guys on YouTube, you guys have a good one. Keep your brushes clean.